Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's your girl, Miss Boom. This episode is called Story Time. I just gotta tell y'all the story. I can't find my robe. I won't be before you long, but this is a new thing I'm adding to my. I'm gonna have a YouTube page so I can make y'all laugh. But I'm gonna start with this story, and it's called a HIPAA violation. Cause y'all know I'm a nurse by heart, but everybody can relate. So here we go. I just want to let y'all know, and I want you to let me know, please, how would you have dealt with this situation? So this happened a while ago, when I first started off as a nurse. Some years ago, I say like 96. And I was working, in a long-term care facility. Back then, I was a licensed practical nurse. You know what I'm saying? So I was working as a long-term care facility. And I had a wonderful orientation. It was a fabulous place. I loved the spot. It was on the east side of the D. I loved it. We had a whole family. And back in the days, you know, the long-term care facility had mostly just older people. They didn't get into the rehab. So I was used to my patients. I was used to my hall. It was, pretty standard, monotonous. We got some new meds here and there. We had one medical director, the whole 9 yards. I just laid it out for you. So we got a new patient in, and she was rough, man. She was real mean on us. We was used to being called gal and stuff like that. I let it go because I'm just making my coin. You in the long-term care facility, so somebody was sick of you. So I ain't going to make it worse on you. But then we got this one patient. Y'all ready? I'm about to say it. Take offense if you must. But you know what? Get off of my page. But I'm going to let you know what happened. And you let me know how you handled it. I was working a double. My boo, who's a nurse right now, he was a baby. He was with his cousins. So I was working a double. I could have been working a triple. But I was trying to, do some things. You know how that is. And I had this one hall. They said, well, you know what? Shatira, since you working extra, we need you on upstairs. Because when you pick up, you got to work where you need it. Excuse me. So I said, all right, good. I'll work upstairs. I know upstairs it's not that many meds because we had med carts, man. Some of the med carts, they were so big. They had like 5 speeds and a brake. But anyway, so I worked the hall. I did rounds. Back in the days, everybody's professional long-term care facility. We got rounds, and I met my people. And, a couple of patients, they didn't say anything, but they let me know who they were. And then I came back through because they only had one med pass. And it didn't start like I was doing the double. So my only one med pass was like 6 in the morning because I had just worked a full afternoon shift, and it was a hustle. For real, it was a hustle. So that night I helped the nurse assistants out and everything, because someone was my homegirls. Like, it was so cool. One of them, I helped her take her hair out down the hall. She was taking out her braids. We had a good night. And she was telling me about most of the patients. So, the nurse came upstairs. We had a nursing supervisor back then. And, I don't know how it is in most long-term care facilities. It's rough. But she said, you're going to have to start setting up. At least set up your water, your garbage, clean up the car and everything about 4 o'clock in the morning. She told me to take my break. I took my break between 3 and 4, which was cool, so because here in the D, everything closed at 2. So the food that I got, I had went ahead and handled it at 3 o'clock. So she said, and, just, be yourself. We glad you came to help. You want to pick up some more days. I was like on my 4th double, but I said, yeah, I'm about to make this money. So I'm past. So I sat on my cart. I got everything ready, right? I was tired, yo. I was tired, but I was alert. We had some of that coffee, that old nasty 7-Eleven coffee. Called you, to drive that truck 39 states past your stop. So I had some of that. So, I was working on that. But I was still clear because I ain't messed up my license. I'm traumatized. I was still clear. So I knew I had all meds out. But most of the meds they had in the morning was like, it wasn't really major. I do blood sugars, and I had to cover, I didn't even have to cover the blood sugars because they didn't have any breakfast trays. I remember till like 8 in the morning. But I had a whole lot of thyroid meds. And then I had about, the way they had it set up, some antibiotics. pill antibiotics, the pills and stuff, hootenanny medication, because, UTI is the real deal, Holyfield, up in the long-term care, that back to front wiping. And I'm saying the patients be doing that. They just wipe, swipe, and keep it moving. Some of them dump and jump. But anyway, I was passing meds. I went to the first room. I cleaned up a little bit, because this in the morning, they want you to pass their ADL supplies and stuff, and I helped them out. I went down, because I couldn't start past the 6. So from 4 to 5, I was helping the nurse assistants that was, doing, giving the ADL kits, setting, residents up, washing and stuff. And I had like 12 residents, and they was cool. I set them up, cleaned them. I ain't mind, you know what I'm saying? Helped them out, and I was like, whatever. Back in the days, we wore just scrubs. They didn't know who the nurse was, who the aide was, but we was all a family, so it was cool. So I get my med cart, you know what I'm saying? I put it in, I turned it on, I put it in gear, and I'm driving down the hall, Yeah, that's how big it was. So I get to one room, I pass the meds, the guy, the male is really nice, he's pretty cool. He gets his meds, most of them, was white, so that's all right with me, how it is back in the days. So I get to this one room, y'all, and I said, hey, Mrs. Johnson, it's me, I'm back, Shatira, the one that helped you off the toilet, helped you put on your little, brief, and I even brushed old girl's hair. I said, I'm here to give you a medication. She said, what? I said, I have your medication. You got a thyroid pill. At 6 o'clock, you need a thyroid pill. And plus, I want to check your blood sugar. I got to check your blood sugar. I can check it now. I can come back at the end of the med pass because, breakfast ain't until 8. It's all up to you. I was being professional. I was being real. I was tired, y'all. I was tired, though. Remember that. So she was like, you're the nurse? I said, yeah, Miss Johnson, I'm the nurse, but, I'm new to this floor, so I was helping you with everything, but I can help you. What else you need? It's just one pill, I got in the cup. A nigger? A nurse? Never. I was like, what? I said, oh, Miss Johnson, it's me. I just cleaned you up, took you out, you know what I'm saying? Look at Miss Smith over there, little booty hanging out the bathroom. Hey, Miss Smith, I just helped her out. She was like, a nigger, a nurse? Never. You're not giving me my medication. Go out there and get a real nurse. I was like, are you for real, Miss Johnson? You don't want the pill? It's in a cup. She said, I do not want a nigger passing me my medication. I said, wow. What am I going to do? So, I was thinking about everything. I was thinking about the rules, but I was so tired, y'all. I was tired. I couldn't remember nothing. I said, all right, Miss Johnson. And I knew what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to call the supervisor. But none of that hit me, because, like, what do you do in that situation? She got to get her meds. I don't want to get rolled up. I'm up on the floor. I want to get my doubles in. Everybody like me. It's cool, So I go in the hall. And I look down the hall. Like I said, we a whole crew. We working together. There's another nurse on the end. She got her card. She had like odds. I had evens. And then there was another nurse around the corner. She actually came in at 5, but she was a treatment nurse. So I'm looking. Because I said, I'm going to get her another nurse, give her medication. I ain't going to rock the boat. And, because tomorrow I'll be on my unit, and I'll let the supervisor know. But when I said, let me get somebody else, give her medication. Y'all, I went out in the hall, and I looked. I seen the old girl. I said, what's up? She said, everything good, Shatira? I'm cool, Aquila. You good? So I looked down the other hall. I saw the nurse assistants. I said, hey, what you doing? And I saw a nurse assistant, Heidi May. But Heidi can't get the meds. She in nurse school. She not going to do that. I'm not going to mess my lights up, ask her to slip her the med. You know what I'm saying? Because she, little old Miss Johnson might be a snitch. So I'm not even going to go there. I can't trust her like that. So I looked down the other hall. And she said, everything good, Shatira? I said, yeah, I'm good. To the treatment nurse. I said, man, Chantanique. So then I said, man, let me get the supervisor. But then I heard that somebody called in on card 8 downstairs. Supervisor passing meds. But it was Miss Monica. So I went back in the room. I said, Miss Johnson, I don't know what to tell you. I can't leave this medication here because they got strict policies and stuff. You need your thyroid medication. And, what do you want to do? You want to wait in the morning? She said, I want my medicine now. I just don't want a nigga to give it to me. I said, Miss Johnson, you know what I'm saying? It's your medicine. You know what I'm saying? It's your thyroid. You know what I'm saying? Functioning, not functioning. But I'm going to let you know, like, now, I went in the hallway because I was going to get you somebody else. But Miss Johnson, ain't nothing out there but niggas. So what up, though?